Good morning, YouTube. It is Wednesday, January 8th, and it is my back. Good morning, YouTube. It is Wednesday, January 8th. It is my first day back teaching in 2025. If you cannot tell from my voice, it is because I was sick on Monday and Tuesday after winter break. We were supposed to come back 2 days ago, but for the first time in my 11 years, I woke up in the middle of the night sick and had to put in for a sub at 3 a.m. It was awful. I don't know what it was, if it was norovirus or if it was like food poisoning or what, but it was terrible, like 8 hours. So I stayed home Monday, and then Tuesday I still just was, I felt way better yesterday, but I was like still dehydrated and I didn't eat much on Monday. I was able to keep things down all day, but just I could only nibble on crackers because my stomach just felt so upset. So anyways, I was gone Monday and Tuesday. So my classes had 2 different subs the first 2 days back, and so it is my first day here. And I like kind of don't have a voice, so it'll be interesting. I feel good. I actually like feel really good. I just think the voice thing is from how much came out of me on Monday morning / Sunday night. So yeah. Anyways, it feels good to be back. I missed my class, so I'm excited to see them today. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have completely figured out what we're gonna do today. My plan was coming back from break, I would have Monday, we would do my New Year's packet, and then during the prep that day, I'd kind of get the rest of the week planned out. But obviously I was gone. So they did do the New Year's packet on Monday and with their sub. And that sub, I feel bad. I could not do anything. So like that was already here. I already printed off the New Year's packet and had the slides up. So I just text my teammates like, can you give her a class list? And they kind of showed her the schedule, but otherwise I didn't have much for her, like as far as talking about like our routine and stuff, but I was not able to come in and get anything ready. I was unwell. And then for Tuesday, I came in Monday night and printed off one of my sub packets and printed off the routines and procedures. So that was a better day. So yeah, today, obviously I'll spend time just hearing about their breaks, and we are gonna be reviewing routines and expectations. And from there, we'll just kind of see what we get to. This is the sub packet they did yesterday. It is based off of the picture book Salt in His Shoes. So their bell ringer activity was a Michael Jordan themed word search. And then from there, they did the read aloud. So they did a story map of the book and answered some comprehension questions for Salt in His Shoes. And I always leave the actual book, but I also link a YouTube video in case the sub would rather just have them listen to the book. After that, there was a passage about Michael Jordan with questions they answered. This was done on their own. There was a writing activity where they wrote about their own character that overcomes a challenge. They planned it on their story map and they wrote. There was some math where it unlocked a secret message at the bottom. And the sub did say they did not play basketball capture, which is fine. And then lastly, they created a timeline about Michael Jordan's life. And in there, I have some early finisher activities. So if they got done with anything early throughout the day, they could work on these things. So the sub yesterday said things went pretty well, so that was good to hear. Something I want to try this year that I haven't ever done before is just having a daily goal and reflection sheet. So I'm going to start this today. So in the morning, I'm going to have them set their academic goal. This could stay the same all week, or it could change daily. And then their social behavior goal. And then before lunch, we'll do a check-in, like, hey, are you meeting your goals or not? And then I want them to just kind of rate themselves for, hey, have they finished their work today? Have they been following directions? Have they been staying organized? Because organization has been a struggle for some of us. So going into the new year, I want us to like focus on that throughout the day, like check in, hey, are you organized? And then at the end of the day, did they achieve their goals? Why or why not? What is something someone did nice for you today? And then were you a positive leader? And then rate themselves. So each day, the end of the day questions kind of change a little bit. But I just want to kind of have that check-in to see like, hey, are you following directions? Do you feel like you're getting your work done? That type of thing. Because I think sometimes we don't really think about those things till the end of the week. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, we will start our Unit 4 math unit this morning because we finished Unit 3 before break. So we'll start that. We'll probably do some more like reading review because we do need to do our STAR reading test, I think, before the 15th. So we'll probably do some reading review and maybe build some reading stamina again. And then we'll either, I don't know, I had an art project I want to do this week, and I don't know if today will be the day to do it or not. We'll see. We have library tomorrow afternoon, so today might be a good day to do it, especially with my voice the way that it is. So we'll see how much I can talk when I check in at probably lunch. But I'm going to get my morning meeting slides up and just kind of organize my mess of a desk from the last couple of days. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Lunchtime, I went home for lunch, had lunch, played with the boys, played a bunch of fetch. They are very, very sad that I went back to work. Like Reggie this morning was just on the couch staring at me when I was like getting ready. So they were excited to see me. So it was good to get home and play with them. This morning went well. My kids were also excited that I was back. I obviously haven't seen them since before break, so like 2.5 weeks. My voice has held up pretty well. And they were like little chatty, little this and that, but overall it's been a good morning. So it was indoor morning recess because the wind chill was just a little too cold. It was -14 with the wind chill, and it has to be -10 for us to go out. So they were in for indoor recess, but then we got through our morning routine and we did that reflection sheet, which I think is going to be good. We talked about setting goals this morning, and that's going to be the hardest part, but I think it's good for them to practice this. Like I talked about how like, hey, if yours is to get better at reading, that's not really something that you can at the end of the week be like, hey, did I necessarily get better? So try to think of something that would make you get better. So maybe yours is I want to read at home 3 times after school this week, or you want to finish the book that you're reading, or for math, maybe you want to pass your multiplication math facts, like something that you can prove that you did. So looking through their goals, some of them got that down and have something like that's measurable. Some of them were kind of like get better at reading. So it's the first time we've done it, so I think it'll get better as we do it. I think it'll be a good thing. We did the reflection before lunch today, and I think that's gonna be another good thing. Like, hey, check in on your organization, check in on your work completion, and if it's something that you need to improve for the afternoon, let's go ahead and do that. So I hopefully that goes well. Like I said, we were going to start Unit 4 for our math, and today that was telling time, and we just kind of talked about what we know about telling time on an analog clock, and we practiced with like little clocks, telling time to the nearest hour and half hour to start, and then from there we did some just still increments of 5, nothing in between. So here, I'll show you. So we made this chart so they knew that the shorthand tells the hour, longhand tells the minutes. Someone threw in that the red hand, like on our school clock, tells the seconds. Talked about how there's 5 minutes between each number, and then that there's 60 minutes in an hour. So and then their workbook page today was writing time, like digital time. But to do this, they were with a partner and they had 2 dice. And the first time they rolled them, they added the numbers to get the hour. So like here, this would have been like 5 plus 6. And then the second roll, they multiplied the numbers. So I like that it brought in a little addition and also some multiplication. So the next time they multiply the numbers to get the minutes. So like this could have been 3 times 8 or 6 times 4. It couldn't have been 3 times 8 because the dice only go up to 6. So anyways, they did that with a partner just to practice writing time. I wish there would have been a little practice, I guess, for them reading the time on their own, but that'll come. So today, that's what we did for our first math lesson back. We also started talking about expectations again. The only one I've really written down is hallway, because that's when we were going outside. So we will keep talking about these, but I also wanted to get going on our math since I obviously will be a couple days behind. But anyways, we will fill this out. So like transitions, morning routine transitions, lining up, playground, whatever. We'll get this filled out, just talking about each thing, but we'll do that over the next couple of days, the rest of the week. I'm not worried about doing it all in one day because I'd rather take time and discuss each one and make sure we're focusing on it, not just rushing to get it done. And then for my reading groups today, the ones who were with me, we read about liquids, solids, liquids, and gases, and they answered some questions. And that was our morning, so it went well. It went fast. They'll be in a few minutes. We got to go outside this morning, like for our 3rd grade break, and they get to go out now. When we went outside this morning, it was like -9 with the wind chill, so it just barely made it. And now I don't know, it feels a little bit warmer. It's still probably with the wind, like -1 or 2, but like out of the wind, it doesn't feel bad at all. So they're good out there. I think we are going to try to do that art project because it's kind of a 2-dayer. So I'll show you that this afternoon, but I am hoping I remember to check back on because I have a haircut after school, so we'll see. But anyways, I will check and let you know how the afternoon goes, but so far so good on the morning. All right, guys, it is the end of the day. I had a haircut across the street, so I am back just to recap the day and to get out of here. But it was a good first day back. I still have my voice. I feel good. It was great to be back with my kids. So overall, it was a really good day. We did do the art project this afternoon, and we also started some social studies, so I'll show you around what we did. Doing kind of a Northern Lights inspired painting. So they did their background today, and they were supposed to try to do like 2 to 3 colors that are next to each other on the color wheel, and then we use watercolors, and they're supposed to kind of expand out and try to blend and mix them, and we're letting that dry today, and then tomorrow we will do like the silhouette of like pine trees, and then they can add a little bit of snow on there too. So their backgrounds are drying, so we did that this afternoon. Did a few things to our just review of our expectations, and we'll, again, like I said, we'll keep going and reviewing these and hitting these hard in the new year. This is our social studies book. It is ancient, so I don't use it too often, but I am going to use it for early America. And we read, so that's like the 3rd unit in this. So we read a lesson together today. And it was talking about how Native Americans, how they adapted to land. So we read about 2 tribes. We read about the Iroquois and the Hopi. And then we just made a little Venn diagram together, comparing and contrasting things about them. So the Iroquois were up where, you know, New York would be now. So they were more in the woods. So they used the wood and the branches to make their houses. They lived in long houses. They hunted deer versus building pueblos that were more like apartments made out of like the clay and the mud that would dry in the sun. They lived in a hot, dry climate, but they all lived in villages, built villages, lived in communities, worked together, and had jobs to help each other out in their way of living. So that was our social studies lesson for today. I also started the book Out of My Mind today. Like I said, it was a good first day back. We will just kind of keep on keeping on, easing back into things. We didn't do, obviously, a ton of reading stuff today. I mean, we read, but we still did like our social studies, and we did a lot of reading. We didn't necessarily do like a new reading lesson, but it's also very important to review these routines and expectations at the coming back from a break. So I'm going to end this first day here, just so I kind of have my first day back as its own video, but I will keep doing Thursday and Friday. I will make a video and post that this weekend as well. So if you're watching, stay tuned to see the finished art project and to just kind of hear about what else we do the rest of this week. So thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with me losing my voice here, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.